Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all, let's get it. Part 2 gang, let's get it, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. I promise you, man, the dude, Chris was like, he moved the cut. He was like, man, that's the dude King, man. I was like, shh. I said, man, that's what he want, man. Everybody on the jump, Tony got up. Tony was like, what's up, He was like, we still got the cut up, so he talking through the door. He like, what you mean, what's up? I can smell it, let me inhale it. I'm like, what do you mean, you got some? I yelled that out. I'm like, you got some. He was like, that's you, Weezy? I know that was you going up there on the top 10. I knew that was you. I was like, oh, you see me? He was like, yeah, I seen you the whole time. I thought that was somebody else. I said, how you think it was somebody else, man? He was like, no, I mean, I just didn't want you to think I was watching you. But he talking to us through the door. We got the cut up. So Tony like, yo, look, listen, man, didn't Weezy throw you something, man? Didn't he throw you something for you to have? He was like, yeah, but it's gone. He was like, what do you mean it's gone? He was like, man, I put it all in one. He was like, man, why you ain't save something and be able to match with us? He was like, what's match mean again? He was like, man, we told you what match mean, man. We sitting here arguing with a Terminator through the door game with the cut up. We like, man, we told you what match mean, man. That means you're supposed to match whatever one somebody else got, man. Basically like you sharing. He like, man, you gave it to me, so I thought it was mine. Like everybody else, you gave it to them, but you still hanging with them doing something private. Why you can't have all us together, Weezy? So I'm like, man, look, man. I said, man, tell him get the door open, man. Get the door open, man. It's crazy, man. So he was like, yo, Chris was like, yo, at sale break, get my door open. He was like, all right. So he dipped. You know what I mean? He dipped. So I guess that was confirmation that he was invited to the party. So when he dipped, Chris was like, yo, old head like that, man. I was like, man, listen, man. I said, man, we created a monster, man. I said, man, this man, and then turned into a real deal Terminator, man. Like, he think now that he's entitled to be with us, so what we doing every play now. Just like, for example, he run us down. He run us down like the Terminator, man. I was like, man, do I look like Sarah Connor, man? Oh, this dude is psycho, man. Look what he did. Niggas was like, man, dude was like, man, that joke crazy, man. Like, Tony was like, man, this joke crazy. I'm glad I'm about to get transferred. I ain't gonna lie. Because, man, wait till I go tell my mama and them how Unc is, man. Unc crazy. He was like, man, Unc was gonna find some la-la if it won't with us anyway. He wanted to get la-la. He just couldn't do it in the mountains, man. So no matter where he was at, he was gonna be like this. He was like, if I knew he was gonna be like this, I would have told you not to give him no la-la, Weezy. I was like, for real, bro. I was like, man, you Uncle Wild, man. You wildin' like. He was like, man, I know, man. Like, man, that joke crazy. So we blew it off. Next thing you know, it was sale break. Sale break come around. We in cell 44, so we ain't budge. We chillin'. We look, we can't see nothing but the door right there. We look down, we can see kind of like by the bar where people get their hair cut at, but we in no man's land slightly like, you know what I mean? So we just wait. Next thing you know, we seen old head hit the threshold. Hit the threshold. He like, when he walked in and seen all us in there, he was like, he sat down on the box, he was like, his nephew was right there. He was my elbow, and he was like, psh, where that, nephew? Tony was like, man, come on, man, what you doing, man? Come on, man, tighten up, man. Chilling, man, what you got going on, man? He was like, he wanted to say something to me bad. He like, I be like, yo, listen. I said, yo, look, OG, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I said, look, I'm not married to nobody in here, man. I'm gonna let you know that now. So, like, if you thinking that me and you married, I'm letting you know that we're not married. So what that means, because I know you don't know what it means. So I said, what that means you cannot be invited to every party. I said, look, you see what I did? I said, with the little I had, I ain't want to let them know I had a lot. I said, with the little I had, I threw you something, man. I said, I threw you something just to do you. I said, you got to let everything else happen the way it's going to happen. I said, if I wanted to call you, I would have called you. But I ain't going to lie to y'all. The only reason I didn't call him is how he pulled that stunt when I was over in 2D pod. I wasn't feeling that. Nobody puts pressure on me. I don't work good under pressure, y'all. So boom. So that's why he was on, like, getting clap alert, like, but I still played fair just to make sure he wasn't all the way out back. He looked at me and said, man, look, I appreciate all that, Weezy, man. Like, you know what I mean? I appreciate that. But look, though, man, man, I want him to do the la-la like y'all do the la-la. I want to do the la-la like y'all do the la-la, man. So I'm like, so I'm lit, I'm laughing. I'm like, this dude can't be serious. I'm like, man, you crazy, OG, man. So I'm laughing at it. So Tech stood up. Tech was like, yo, look, you can't be calling, coming in here, acting like you trying to tell us what to do, man. When you, as he was talking, I looked over. OG was sitting on the box. OG was like, that joke was just hitting Tech. Tech was like, yo, look, man, you can't be coming in here acting. That joke was like, he was scanning him. He was like, I'm looking at him. I'm like, man, this dude is a real deal Terminator, y'all. So boom. Tech trying to straighten him. He battling that. He too busy scanning him, man. So Tech like, yo, man, for real, man. So OG got up. OG was like, look, man. So what y'all saying? Y'all ain't gonna play fair with me? That's what y'all saying? I'm like, I'm looking at him. He like, I'm just joking, Weezy, man. He dapped me up and do one of them heads. I'm like, man, I upped him in his chest. Pause. I'm like, man, get off me, OG, man. What you doing, King? Tighten up, man. He was like, no, I'm joking, man. Know what I mean? I'm joking, man. Y'all good, man. I was like, man, look, man, here, man. I was like, man, here, light that joint up, man. He was like, see how easy that was? Tony was still sitting on the box. He was like, that's all I wanted to do. He punched Tony again. Tony was like, man, him and Tony get up. Tony square off. He like, this was the joint. Still trying to square off with his nephew. He's super old school. He like, come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. He don't know. I'm sitting in the background like, let's do the real deal Terminator, y'all. So boom. You ain't fooling me. I see it right through you. I see it, man. So I'm just like, this joke crazy, man. Like, you know what I mean? But I have been through this before. And so like, I'm gonna deal with it a little different. Just on the strength, he's my man uncle. I have to do that, man. So he hasn't posed no threat yet. He showed worrisome signs. I was supposed to been cuss him out and go crazy on him, but I didn't. Like I told you, he's my man uncle. So I'm just trying to play my position and stay out the way, man. So after we done that at 44, it was over with, man. So now, like, I done got to the point now, I'm like, and I know Tony feeling like, man, Tony probably feeling like, he done came in here and messed up the trio. And he did. He did, man. Like, you know, if somebody else got to get kicked out of the car, it got to be Tony now, man. Like, I don't mean to be mean about it, but like, come on, Tony, man. Like, you getting kicked out by default because like now, it's like, I ain't gonna be able to duck off with your uncle running around, man. You ain't gonna be able to come, you know what I mean? So I think Tony kind of understood that, man. So we kind of separated, man. Like every blue moon, he'll pull up on me right before we lock down for the last lockdown. Like, hey, no, Weezy, let me get a Feezy. I'm like, I got you. While I have some J's rolled up, I'll give him one. So I still made sure I played fair with my homeboys, man. Like Tech already knew the count, man. Like we was ducking the Terminator, man. So like everything was straight though. I ain't even gonna lie. Like he was still worrisome. And I would look out for him from time to time, but he was a worrisome individual. He was super worrisome, man. I'm talking about Terminator to his 9th degree. But he started calming down once he saw that, like, we tried a whole new format on him. We changed the whole playbook on him and we separated, man. Straight switched up on him so he couldn't figure it out as a Terminator. Like, his thermal imagery couldn't look through walls. He couldn't see what we was doing at lockdown. Like, for real, like, I was smacked out my brain of the la-la, man. So, like, dudes couldn't be like, man, I look like that all the time. And I ain't trying to answer a bunch of questions either. That's how I was carrying it. So, out of nowhere, y'all, once everything was going smooth, them people came in that joint, man. I promise you, man. The property officer, the same routine that I be telling y'all, man. They came and did the dirty urine game, man. That's my word, man. They made all us put it in the cup. I promise y'all, man. Majority of a lot of people, man. I was one of them. Tech was one of them. You know what I mean? Tony was one of them, man. Like all us ended up catching dirty urines. Long story short, man. All us went to the Bing, man. Even OG, man. Like everybody, man. Everybody went, and like for real, OG had to feel like, yo, you wanted to be the one that chased the la-la? You want to be the one that run around like how we run around? But this the side effects of it, bro. Like this the other side of it right here. This the stuff you go through, man. So don't cry about it. And he didn't. They put us all in the same block. He didn't cry. We all got out one by one, man. We all got out one by one. So when we got out, all us went to 4 building now. When OG got out, he got sent back to 2 building. But this time they put him in 2D. So now he's in 2D with Black. So now Black kind of like, you know, Black always do his thing. But y'all already know Black don't answer to nobody. Black don't sell nothing like that. You know what I mean? Black just go get his little stuff, handle his little business. Now, OG done moved over there now. As soon as we come back from breakfast, man, Soon as we get ready to go outside, the outside ring, I get a kite. Somebody say, look, Black say come outside, man. He was like, they got the big yard, man. Y'all at the court, make sure you come out. So I get the kite. I'm like, all right. So I go outside. I see Black, man. When I looked at Black, I looked over his shoulder, man. I just seen OG coming behind him, man. That's my word, man. I looked up saying King. King was walking crazy. He come behind like he couldn't wait to see me and him having a conversation. Like, I was going to lock him in. Like, I was going to be like, yo, look, man. Da-da-da-da. Because I seen him walking behind Black. Black was at the gate talking to me. And I'm like this, talking to Black. All you see is King. King like, that joint was like a slow motion. Like, his walk had music like, dun 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 dun. He walked up behind Black. Black was like, I was like, yo, look, what's up, OG, man? He was like, oh, what's up, Weezy, man? He was like, look, send me a package. I said, man, look, I'm just getting back myself. I ain't been out the whole number of a week. I was like, you gotta wait, man. I ain't really got nothing. He was like, man, I'm doing bad down here, man. He was like, but they put me in the pod with your homeboy, though, man. He said, man, tell him I'm family, Weezy. I said, yeah. I said, man, that's Tony Peoples, man. I said, yeah, you know. He said, who Tony? I said, you know, bro, they used to be coming with us. We used to bring with us. We do the la-la. He like, I'm like, yo, all right. I was like, look, let me holler at him right quick, though. He was like, all right, look. If you can, don't send me something, though. I'm like, I told you I'm hit, huh? Like, what you talking about? So he slid finally. When he slid, Black was like, hey, man, oh, here, Wilson. He was like, we came in the pod last night, man. He said, I'm in the cell to cut up, bro. He said, I'm getting to the number 1 on the book. He said, man, somebody come knocking on the door. He like, what knocking at the door to cut up? So he like, yo. He like, hey, look, man, this Weezy homeboy. He like, Weezy homeboy, who? He like, man, look, man, this OG, man, King. Like, what? Man, look, man, all right, I'll be out in a minute, man. I said, man, you lying, man. He said, man, my word, man, I was in that junk handling business and he knocked on the door. I said, yo, listen, like, I was sick about us catching that the Dirty Ewing game. I said, I ain't even gonna hold you on that. I said, but we was able to escape him though, man. I was like, man, he started being worse, man. I was like, when you got somebody like that around, I said, man, that junk, it don't take the fun out of la-la. But like, you gotta move different, man, because like, he just super duper worse. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, he worse, man. He was like, I gave him a stick last night though, man. He was like, then he still wants you to lock him in. Like, it's about to be some extra treatment or something. I said, yo, I'm going to let you know now, Black. That nigga's a Terminator, man. I said, man, I promise you, man, he's a Terminator, man. Watch yourself over there, man. I'm saying, I'll let you know now, man. I said, the man's going to scan you. He going to find out if you're doing something. He going to find out if you in another cell. I said, he do everything a Terminator do, y'all. So, boom. He was like, well, I was in that joint trying to... I said, bro, I know. I said, bro, he worse, man. I said, man, that man tracked us down and found us, bro, like a real Terminator, bro. I said, bro, listen, I'm happy to be gone. Black was like, man, for real though, man. He was like, man, I'm trying to get down there with y'all. I ain't got nothing but a year and a half left. He was like, they done move all these boys in the pod. They started moving a lot of gay dudes in 2 buildings too. He was like, they done move all these boys in the pod. He was like, man, for real, I told the lieutenant, I'm trying to go to 4 building, bro. He was like, I'm trying to get in there with y'all, 4C. I was like, bro, we chilling. I said, I'm in here with Tech. I said, you know, Tony about to get transferred. He downstairs, you know what I mean? He was like, man, for real, man. He was like, man, I'm trying to get over there with y'all, man. I was like, bro, look, see if you can do it, bro. He was like, cause for real, this nigga worse than is a bitch. I ain't trying to be around this nigga. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. So he dipped, you know what I mean? So OG come back and he tried to talk us to death. We hollered at him for a minute, sent him about his way, man. So we get back to the building. We like, yo, look. I was like, man, that joint will be all right if we can get Black down here. I was like, we can get Black down here. I was like, man, that joint will be perfect, man. You know what I mean? Like, that joint will be extra perfect. Like, that, like, Black down here with us, right before he about to go home, I was like, we can have another year and a half to go by like this. So that's how I was thinking. So I went to the LT and our building. I was like, look, man, I was like, we got 3 cells open in here. I was like, look, I said, man, can you please move my homeboy one of them jobs? Like, who your homeboy? I told him he was. I was like, he in 2 building. He already hollered at his lieutenant, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, all right, look, get the paperwork right and holler at me. So I shoot Black a kite and let him know, blah, 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 blah. He like, he on it. So Black put it together. Next thing you know, Black was coming in the door 4C, y'all. So boom. That nigga escaped the Terminator, man. That's word, nigga escaped the Terminator, man. And we was back like we never left. We all on the yard. This is my word. We all on the yard, man. Tony done 229 to come over there with me, Tech, and Black. And we on the yard, man. We going up. We messing with the la-la, man. We going up with the Philly Blunt gang. You already know, man. We back to the how we used to do it, man. And I'm looking over, man. I promise you, man. Now we on yard 2 on the outside by 4 building. Now the Terminator's on the whole other side. He on the same yard that we on, but it's just on the other side of the yard, yard 1. Man, I promise you, man. This man was at the gate We like when you go up, when you mess with the La La yard too, everybody usually go by the back. There's like a door, but it's the building. It's 4 building, but it's like a door. You know what I mean? Like a big white door. Everybody be back there. Some dudes go back there and rap, but dudes go back there and mess with the La La too. So we back there, we messing with the La La. But I can look all the way down through the big yard, all the way by 2 building, all the way where yard 1 is at. And I just looked and I just seen a dude on the gate. He was like, and then I seen somebody in the middle like, and then he was like, hey, Weezy! I'm like, I hear it from afar. I'm like, then I look and I spotted him again. He's like, I see him pointing. I'm like, he was like, it's like he did that jump, like to do a scan from afar. He was like, they got marijuana over there. He was like, Weezy. I was like, I seen the scan. I'm like, I said, man, that's your uncle, man. He was like, man, they jump crazy. Dude come to the fence like, hey. He said, man, cause you a black, send him something, man. He ain't got nothing down there, man. He'll prefer some La La. I was like, he prefers some La La. I'm like, hey, man, tell OG, man, I don't got nothing for him, man. But I was like, man, I don't got nothing for him either, man. Wilder, so we went about our business. Man. Tony was just like, Tony had to egg him too. You know what I mean? So we ain't pay that no mind. Next morning, roll around, dude come tell me, hey, yo, you know your man getting transferred? I'm like, who, Tony? I'm like, Tony gone, man. I'm like, this y'all crazy, they got rid of Tony. But I'm like, for real, this is a good thing, though. Because now me and OG, we definitely not attached no more, man. Like, for real, like, I ain't gonna want to be rude with him because I don't know how far he gonna take it. Like, y'all know a Terminator get like a real Terminator and try to mess up what you got going on just because he's not happy. So I'm like, I'm just gonna try to just like we really like it's really over with. It's a wrap now, you know what I mean? So I go holler at Tony tell me he gone. So we straight, you know what I mean? We black, tech, we down there, but homeboy, we all down there chilling, everything straight. Next day roll around, man, I promise you, man, I looked up, man, I just seen the car coming in, and I had to double take. Man, I promise you, I had to double take in 4C, man. I am in cell 36, so from my cell, I can see the slider. I can see the door from the when we come in our party, and we locked down. I look, and I see the dude come in with the car. He was like, when he walked in, he was like, I know he looking for me in black. He like, hey, what cell we's in? What cell we's in? I was like, what the fuck? I said, yo. I said, this shit crazy. Sat down. Dudes ain't saying nothing to me. They was like, go to your cell. Come on, you going in this cell. So they put him in cell 22. So he walked down there. I was like, how the fuck did this nigga come in this bar? How the fuck this shit pulled off, man? I don't know how he did it, y'all. So boom. I just was mad as a bitch. I'm like, man, this shit crazy, man. They pop all the doors. We come out. Everybody step out. I step out. I'm like, black and 43. I look down at black. I'm like, yo. He was like, I was like, yo. OG. He was like, I was like, the Terminator, nigga. Tony uncle. He was like, he in the bar? I was like, bro, he downstairs. He in 22. He was like, I said, man, this junk crazy, man. I said, this junk wild, man. I'm like, this junk wild, man. I promise you, man, like, he was a Terminator like no other. This man just did a lateral move. Just like Black did, man. But still, though, man, you coming to chase us. What you chasing us for, OG? Come on, man. Like, you wildin', man. So now he in the pod. I come down the steps, Superman. I'm like, hell, this nigga in the pod. I see him. As soon as he see me, he like, nephew. I'm like, it's good, huh, man? He like, yeah, I heard my nephew got transferred, man. That's what's up. He about to go home soon. He was like, well, look, what y'all got going on down here, man? I said, man, what you doing down here, man? He like, what you mean? My family down here. I said, man, your family just got transferred. He said, no, y'all my family. I said, oh. I said, we ain't blood, OG, man. What the hell you talking about, man? He was like, man, you know what I mean, man. I ain't fuck with nobody but y'all since I've been here. I said, man, but you wildin' though. I said, look, I feel overcrowded, man. Like, he was like, what? Oh, I feel overcrowded. Like, I feel like it's just too much with you. He was like, man, look, it ain't all about you, man. He was like, where my man Black at? Black coming down the steps slow as a bitch. Black like, he came down the same way I did. He like, oh, my main man, Black, what's up? Who you in the cell with? Black was like, huh? He was like, who you in the cell with? He was like, man, I'm in the cell with dude from Williamsburg, man. He was like, Williamsburg? Oh, he ain't from Tidewater. He was like, nah, I don't care about that. That's the last cell he went from Tidewater. He was like, oh, all right. He was like, but no, look, me and the LT, man, he know me from the mountains. He been knowing me a minute, man. So, you know, he did me a solid and moved me down here, man. I'm like, yo, this dude a psycho, man. So Black like, look, man, I don't know why you came down here. Like, what you come down here for? Black kind of getting rude with him. Black, what you like? What you mean why I come down here? What you mean? What you mean why I come down here? I come down here with my family. I said, man, this dude, wow. Like, it's starting to feel like we had a real, like, he had us, pause. Like we couldn't escape this guy, man. I told you on the street, when you got a Terminator, you can move to another city and hopefully get away. Or you can move to another state and hopefully get away. Or you can move out the country and hopefully get away. In penitentiary, you're not getting away, man. The Terminator's right there on your ass, y'all, so boom. So we just had to deal with this shit. We like, this shit fucked up, man. Like, we can't just move again. We was comfortable. We was like, man, this shit wild, man. So we ended up just acting like we ain't got no bud again. Mad as hell. I'm like, I ain't sharing with that nigga. Straight like that, man. Like, that's how we carried it, man. Man, I promise you, man, we in the junk chilling. Man, I seen OG by his cell, by cell 22, but when I look, he's talking to Black roommate. Black roommate is over there looking like he explaining himself. He short dude, kind of short dude, look like he ain't with no problems, man. OG like 6'1", look like he worked out, look like he a psycho back in his day, all of that, man. So he talking to the dude by his cell, and it's like the dude kind of like into the corner slightly, and OG like, hey, OG just talking. I can't see what he's saying because it's like his head behind me. Pause, and I just seen him talk. He like, and the dude, I can see the dude on the dude like, he trying to explain, like, OG was like, OG pushed that nigga in his cell. I was like, so that's what made me walk. I look, Black ain't nowhere around. Black in the cell. I seen Tech. I was like, Tech. Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Tech was like, come here, bro. So he get up. He was playing chess. He get up. Come on. I was like, yo, OG in there? He fighting? He was like, we started hearing, and it's my word. I walked in the joint and look. Man, OG was on top of that nigga celly like this. Bow, 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 bow. Nigga, what the fuck? You don't get out this motherfucking pod, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? You gonna get your monkey ass, that shit was sounding up. You don't get your monkey ass off this motherfucking pod, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? He just kept hitting that nigga. I was like, at first I was like, Tech was like, he pointed, I was like, I cried, nigga. I was like, man, oh, bitch, chill the fuck out, homie, man. What the fuck you doing, man? The fuck? He was like, get off me. We was like, I'm like, chill, Tech, grab this nigga. Dude was on the ground, dude was like, I was like, man, get the fuck up, man. We holding that nigga. He was like, get off me. Man, dude got up. That dude haul ass up the cell, y'all. So boom. That shit was crazy, man. I was like, that nigga dip. Man, that nigga haul ass up the cell. Everybody looking. I was like, oh shit. Man, this nigga a psycho, man. Man, I promise you, man. Dude went straight to the fucking booth. Hit the button. Said, let me out. Lady let him out. And nigga never came back. Lockdown time came. Sergeant walked in. He was like, I'm gonna find out who's fighting in here. Somebody beat that man up. I'm gonna find out who it is, though. Y'all locked down. Don't worry about it. Y'all locked down. He looked over at Black at 43. He said, hey, 43 sale. Get your selling property together for me. I'm gonna get it when I come out the count. Black was like, for what? Who my selling at? He was like, your selling went to the hole. He checked in. Everybody was like, oh, man. I looked over at OG. OG was standing in his door like this. He was like, he had his foot on the wall. He was like, mission completed. So boom. I said, man, he's a psycho, man. He's standing there like, yes. So the dude dipped. Dude go to bed. Next morning, ASAP. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know he was gonna do this next morning, ASAP. When I say ASAP, ASAPathy. Man, ASAPathy, man. Lieutenant coming here. He said, hey, he called King last night. Hey, King, go ahead and move in 43. Black and the junk still asleep. And nigga was like, all right. The nigga went and got his stuff. That nigga went up the steps like this with the boxes. I promise you, he went and did that shit fast. He got his boxes. He went up the steps like this with the boxes. He was like, ooh. He went up the steps strong as hell with the boxes. Door open, push. Black, come on. Black was like, he looked. OG coming out the stairs. He was like, where you going at, OG? He was like, I'm coming in here. Black was like, no, you ain't. He was like, I'm coming in here. Black was like, no, you ain't. He was like, I'm coming in here. I'm coming in here, goddammit. I was like, oh shit. Black was like, man, he brushed by all violently on Black. I was like, oh shit. Black was like, he came to my cell because my cell was locked. He came to my door. He was like, hey, Weezy. He was like, man, look, man, I ain't staying in the cell with that nigga. I said, bro, listen, that nigga got you in his thermal imagery, bro. I said, I was in his thermal imagery. I said, but when he moved over to the pod with you, you must have took my place, bro. Now, that's happened sometimes. Sometimes a Terminator would take his eyes off of who they was hunting the whole time. He was hunting me the whole time. Pause. He put his eyes on Black. Shh. Maybe I got the I'm from the town disability card gang, y'all. So, boom. I didn't know, man. But now he's on Black. Black like, yo, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. See, you like, y'all go back in for count. I'm like, oh, shh. I said, yo, Black. I said, yo, Black, man, listen, man. I said, look, bro, you got to stab him in the head. I ain't say that shit. I'm like, yo, Black, listen, bro. You got to be careful, bro. I said, man, you got to be careful, man. He's a psycho, man. I said, man, this dude is a psycho, man. What you, he was like, Black was mad as a bitch, man. I was like, this shit crazy, man. So we locked down. I don't know what happened while he was locked down. The whole time I was just standing up at the door, like waiting to hear something, man. Because I felt bad for Black. I felt bad that Black got this Terminator on him like this, man. Like, I'm turning into a real deal fucking Terminator, man. So I'm just standing at the door through the count and everything. They didn't wait and count. I'm just standing at the door. I don't hear shit. So they said, stand by for Empire Rec. Stand by for Empire Rec. Next thing you know, the door's open. Doors open up. I step out. I look. All the way down the tier, I look. I see Black come out first. Black come out first. He come to my cell. He was like, hey, look. You come in here, bro. I'm like, what's up? He was like, man, I'm chilling, bro. Sweet shit for him. I'm like, all right. I was like, I told myself, you staying there? He was like, no, I'm going to jump off the bed. He's like, no, I'm gone. Y'all go ahead. My celly dip out. You know what I mean? They was like, we about to close the doors. We about to close the doors. What y'all said? All the doors about to close. When my door's about to close, I turned my back. As I turned my back, I heard the y'all say, kush. As I look, I promise you, it looked like I seen some metal fingers like the Terminator, y'all. So boom. I was like, what the hell? Joe was like, he was like, he pulled the door, but he was like, you need something out the cell before I close the door. But he got a good look at what we was doing. He scanned us. He was like, you got to get something out the cell before I close the door. Black was like, no, I don't need nothing, man. He was waiting to be like, yo, come on in, huh? He was like, I said, man, let the door open for the ladies to see something, man. He was like, that jump said, whoosh. That jump made a loud noise. He stood at the door. He was like, he just walked away. He was like, he slid. He went over here. I was like, yo, what the fuck, man? Black was like, man, look, I'm about to hit this jump, man. We start lighting the feezy. You know what I mean? I'm like, this shit crazy, man. So me and bro got lit. He just vented to me about how he wasn't gonna stay in that bitch. He was like, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He was like, bro, I might check in. I was like, bro, listen, I'm letting you know now. I'm not gonna look at you no different. You about to go home. If you check in, I'm not gonna look at you no different, my nigga. I feel your pain on this. You got a real deal Terminator on your heels, man. I was feeling a little petty on this because I was happy that he wasn't on me like this no more. Pause. But I still rock with Black though, man. I ain't gonna lie. So Black was just telling me. So we finally come out. We come out. We went through the little regular jump. OG was trying to blend in, but I know he was just waiting on lockdown. You know what I mean? He was just waiting on lockdown. So we chilled. I knew he knew we went up without him. We didn't call him to the party. We didn't even call Tech to the party, but Tech knew what was going on. Tech knew the count. So when it was finally time to lock down again, we locked down, man. Black came to my cell. He was like, hey, look, man, if I don't holler at you again, man, he was like, I'm gonna holler at you. He said, because if I go back there, I ain't coming back out. I was like, bro, I feel you, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't even mad at you, man. So we locked down. The door's locked. We in the jump. Man, that's my word. We locked down, man. That jump was quiet. They counted. It was quiet. The next thing you know, you just heard. It was rumbling hard as a motherfucker in that bitch. I'm like, I get up, I'm like, doing the 38, like, yo, they fighting down that bitch. I'm like, yo, I hear it, man. Niggas loud as a bitch shit. Niggas fighting, I'm like, yo, Black. Yo, Black. I hear somebody say, Black, busy. I'm like, this shit crazy, man. I'm just listening to this shit, man. This shit, you niggas rumbling hard as fuck. Black thumping in that bitch. I'm saying to myself, fight, Black. I wish I could pump him up, pause, give him some inspiration. Black had to fight, man. This was one of them times he had to fucking fight. So they in that bitch rumbling, man. We looked up, dudes was like, "Arr!" Police come in, CO walked in, he had the mail in his hand, he was like, he started about with cell 1, he was like, in the cell 2, then he heard, that shit, boom, 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 the door hit, he was like, what the fuck? Yeah, and he said, where that shit coming from? Where that shit coming from? He zeroed in, he was like, that jump said, boom, he heard the door again, he was like, the CO lady stood up, she was like, somewhere up there on the top tier at the end. He was like, the nigga ran up the steps, still was like, he ran up the steps, dumb as a bitch, he was like, he get up the steps, he run down there, he was like, he don't walk talkie, he called the code, got down, next thing you know, police came in that bitch, man, police ran, he was like, look, damn, that bitch fighting, man. COs came from the back door, everything, I'm looking out the crack of my door, I can't look nothing through the crack down that way, I'm like, I'm looking down the crack, pause, goddamn, niggas down that bitch deep as a bitch. Man, I looked up, seen goddamn, first nigga come out, handcuffs, OG. OG come out with the handcuffs like this, OG was like, when he got past my cell, he was like, he tried to scam me one more time. I was like, I backed up on his ass, he went down the steps like, they took his dumb ass out, but I got a good look at OG. Nothing was wrong with OG, man, I promise you, man. They was in there too long with Black. They was like, hey man, look, tell him to bring the stretcher to the back door. Medical coming in, all that shit coming in. I was like, oh, fuck, man. But this is my word. It came, man. They put Black on the stretcher, had to take him out. They was already by the back door, so they took him out through the back elevator. You know what I mean? Got him out of there on the stretcher, man. They say, goddamn, the maniac Terminator broke his arm. They say he broke Black arm, man. That's my word, man. Black was fucked. He was in a whole medical hole for a minute, man. You know what I mean? But when he got out of the medical hole, he had the little cash joint on. They put him in the hole, you know what I mean? So I guess he told him he wasn't coming back out after that shit, man. So I used to holler at him sometime when we used to be going to Child, man. I felt bad for Black, man. He had a real deal fucking Terminator on his back, man. That shit was fucked up, man. Black never came out the bing, man. Now, goddamn OG crazy ass. OG was back there so goddamn long. By the time he got out, they had just started that. Your release date is past 2029 game. You go into one building, man, and you trapped. This is my word. When he got out the hole, it was only one place for him to go, and that was in one building, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, that was fucked up, everything he done. He fucked old boy. He tried to explain that to me, why he fucked Black up. Black was trying to play him. I didn't understand it, man. But like, every blue moon, I ain't gonna lie, I would look out and give his fiending ass a feezy, man. Like, just out of pity, man. But he was stuck in one building, man, and I was away from the Terminator, man. They had so many Terminators that was stuck in one building. I was happy about one building on the low. I ain't gonna lie, man, but that's how we got rid of Terminator, man. And Black went home with a broken arm, man. That shit was that shit was just a wild situation of how that nigga was tracking us down, man. He was a real deal Terminator. I just gave y'all the story of how a Terminator is in penitentiary. They are psychos, man. And sometimes the only way to get rid of these guys is by destruction, man. But that was a crazy situation. But that's the end of the damn story, though. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all know the count, man. Stay y'all ass out the way, man. It's too beautiful out here to be stuck in a prison cell, man. Stay out here and stay out the way, period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is the weekend banger game. So y'all know what to do with this one. Like, share, subscribe, this one. Let's get it. Let's go. Before I leave, if you haven't done it yet, man, please go check me out on my other channel, Staying Out the Way Media, man. I'm dropping content over there every day for y'all, man. Sports, entertainment, and whatever else is going on. I got y'all, man. I'm gonna keep y'all laughing, and we're gonna have a ball over there, man. But go show me some love, man. I need y'all to rock with me over there. I'm not looking right over there, man. Y'all gonna get me right over there, man. I appreciate it, man. But that being said, y'all stay y'all ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.